Hello, everyone. I'm Snike, and welcome back to Coffee Talk 2, Part 6. And today, as always, I am joined by Tinnenoodles in this adventure of ours.
Hello, hello.
And today is Sunday, September 24, 2023. And let's see what this day brings us. Lionfish invasion decrease. A successful trial. Countries to block foreign entry amidst unknown livestock bacterial infection. Inumimi and werewolves may share common ancestry. Archaeologists say. What's an Inumimi? Oh, I know. They're like the Nekomimis, but dogs instead of cats. So that makes sense. But have that first cup of coffee. Something's. Hey, someone stole my fidget spinner. As we do every day, let's look at Tomachill. Looks like we'll see Bailey's again, unfortunately. And let's look at her stories. Aqua. She's making a hard decision. Lucas is being Lucas, just posting about every little thing that comes to his mind. Looks like we might be experiencing Myrtle today, based on our tweet. And Riona being the bearer of bad news, as always. And let us read our story. Strawberry hair. Put my heart on your charm bracelet. Wear it on your sleeve, so anytime, anywhere, you'd always count on my heartbeat. Unlock my phone with your fingertips, leave your fingerprints on mine. Hit my power button off. Keep me away from the world. Just the two of us. Remind me to press the enter key twice. To put some space in my poem so you can have enough room to dance between my worlds. We don't need a grand ballroom for our chests to collide. You said, my kitchen is big enough to let Beethoven fill the room with Fleur for Elise. The melody he composed for Lady Threese, so Threese can play his feelings, simply but still prettily, like your nightgown fluttering as we spin, like your upside down frown as we let our touching skin. Speak of our innocence. You can keep your glass slippers to yourself. There is no need for a fairy godmother in our story. You don't have to leave after 12. We'll dance barefoot on my kitchen tiles, or on the grass of your childhood park if you want to. Like Ed Sheeran, our own perfect. We'll catch our breaths on the park bench when you're too tired. Rest your head on my lap. Run my fingers through your hair. Let them pick on that strawberry scent. Then down to your blushing cheek to paint your nickname, Strawberry Hair. But only if you let me do all that. If you don't, I'll settle with a taste of your strawberry taste in my memory. I'll keep it in my breast pocket, so if you ever leave, I know which jacket I should stop wearing. So strawberry can still taste like a sweet thing for me. But let's not think about either of us leaving, shall we? Whatever will happen, right now, you are my strawberry taste. My one and only race, wherever my ego doesn't mind losing. Right now, you are my forever safe place. You can have my promise that I'll always be your safe place. I did say that to so many girls before. So it's an almost empty shack, but you can try to reside there if you feel like it. You can stay. You already got the key anyway, even before I gave it to you. If you like it, if you like me, ask me to make it your retirement home. If you do, I'll build you a pier so you can rest your ship ashore with a lighthouse so you can light your way in case you ever want to set sail again. That being said, Strawberry Hair, I'm hoping you've had enough sails already and are finally ready to settle in. That was a nice little poem. I'm not sure what it means. I'm sure it's like some analogy. Maybe a redheaded girl that he was talking about. So it's not actually a like strawberry red, but kind of like a ginger red. But it's a very nice story. Anyway, let's get on with our day. See what brings into our shop. As someone stole my fidget spinner that I'm very sad about. Did I misplace it? Looks like bad weather again tonight. Let's hope it doesn't bring bad tidings. I don't know. I think it could be a very nice color, Sutkeeb.
Well, I think it's lacking something. It's too dainty.
Dainty. What would make you like it then? Red, but black, or the purple?
That wouldn't be the worst.
Uh, well, okay then. Why not? Uh, but you have to commit to it. No take backs this time.
Babe, I don't know. Maybe. Let's take a break from the topic. I only have time for a quick drink before I go back to work. It's like we're going to decide now anyway.
Maybe that's the problem. How are we supposed to plan this wedding if you keep proposing every choice we need to make? Hey, Snake, what do you think? Pale green lilac and daffodil yellow, or red, black, and purple?
Babe, don't put Nike on the spot.
Nah, I'm personally more of a fan of the red, black, and purple, but it's quite alright. It's just that I wouldn't know. This is your wedding. Your opinions matter, not mine. Why they glare at me?
Trouble is, we don't know what their opinions are.
And when we think we do, we change our minds. It's like the centerpieces.
No, please, can we not talk about that now?
I really thought we agreed on the cute cottage core ones. The ones you spotted on Tomachill. I mean, they were your first pick on the place.
They were, but they were also too expensive. We have to be realistic.
But weddings in general are expensive, especially when you want to have 200 guests.
That's a low blow. I can just invite my extended family.
The key word is extended. Do you even know half these people?
That's not the issue. If I invite one of them, I have to invite them all. It's like a domino effect. Besides, they'll be paying for part of the wedding.
I still don't think they should. I can pull my weight. If we have to choose, I'd rather have the beautiful things you like, even if it means we have fewer guests.
Well, if my family is not chipping in, we might not be able to afford either.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. I don't want our wedding just to be a random meal with a bunch of people we're not even that close to. I said I'll make sure we can afford a dream wedding.
Or die trying. I don't want you to.
Saved by the bell.
That's work. I really can't endure. I think I'll have a drink now. It's like
Of course. What can I get you?
something that will keep me awake. I still have work to do, and my head hurts. So I guess strong coffee would be good. And with a nice spicy kick, please.
Any preference on the spicy kick?
No, any strong coffee with spice will do.
Strong coffee, spice. Ooh. I don't think we have any items to give her, so. A jahe tubruka for the lady.
Oh, an old goodie. Perfect. I can feel myself relaxing already. What?
You're weird. That thing doesn't smell relaxing to me at all.
You're weird.
I guess we're both weird.
That we are. My lovely weirdo.
My perfect misfit.
This is so much better.
It really is. Have I mentioned I love your smile?
Never enough.
Ugh, disgusting. I'm going to need something real spicy to wash this down. I'd love to serve it to you, Mr. Hyde. If Bailey's doesn't want to order anything, that is.
Hi, sorry. Didn't hear you come in.
Yes, I know. You were too busy doing whatever it is you were doing. Hey, Hyde, go ahead, make yourself a drink. I can wait. I'll stick here for a while anyway, until Lua properly gets off work. Alright then. You will hear me snack noodles. Spicy is the name of the game. Any preference on the spice or the base? No, just make sure it's got the spicy kick of something and double it. Okay. So we know you want something red from yesterday and then double that spice. Zobo. Interesting. Felt up for their challenge, so try this. If you don't like hibiscus in this, you never will. Mm-hmm. Let's see if you crack the code. Hmm. Well, this is kind of troublesome, Snack. You know me a little too well. So I take it this works for you. This is perfectly executed Zobo if I ever tasted one. Glad to see you've made a good use of your ginger resupply. So you knew I couldn't get it right last time? Yeah, forgive an old man his old man jokes. Anyhow, this is the only acceptable way to drink hibiscus. I used to have a friend in Lagos who made me zobo like this. Every time I visited, she lived near the harbor. We would sit down and drink it, and watch the boats float by. Sounds lovely. She was a good friend.
She isn't anymore?
Yeah, when you've got the vampire lifespan, friends come and go.
That's sad.
Well, she's dead now, so it doesn't matter. But you get used to it. Isn't that where you said something about enjoy each moment even more? Or grief being the price you pay for love? I'm afraid it's a little more mundane than that. Some things you forget, and others you get better at moving on. Anyway, speaking of enjoying the moment, your family troubles have sorted themselves out, yes? Still on the marriage track? Yeah, we are.
We definitely are.
Mm-hmm. Not getting too bored.
Not really. Turns out planning a wedding as well. Suitably entertaining.
That's one way of putting it. Can't wait to be at the marriage stage of it, to be honest.
Could you sound any less enthusiastic?
Hey, here we go again. Good to see some things don't change. In such a dramatic backdrop, too. You should start serving popcorn, Snake. I'd be more enthusiastic if we didn't fight about it all single time.
No, I'm not engaging with this right now. I've got to go to work anyway.
Right. I'll be having my drink.
Bye, Snack. Bye, Hyde.
See ya. Bye. Uh, can I make it up to you, Mr. Bailey's? I think something warm, sweet, and comforting, please. Hot chocolate, perhaps? Yes, chocolate with honey and milk would work. Chocolate, honey, and milk. I can do that one. Oh, look at the little heart. We'll give it to him. There we go. Choco Bee Miracle for you. Perfect. This feels so good, Snake. It means a lot that you're always looking out for all of us. And on a miserable night like this, it's heartwarming. Why, of course, you're our valued customers. I hope Lua didn't get too soaked. Eh, you care a lot about her. Of course I do. Then why all the fighting? You tell me. This wedding is bringing out the worst in us since we started the situation with my family. You mean since you cut them off? Yes, I. Since I stopped talking to their judgmental faces, Lou and I haven't fought about anything until now. Every time we try to organize this thing, it's like we become different people. Hmm. Let me ask you something. Go ahead. What do you want from this wedding? What do you mean? It's not complicated. I'm just asking what you want. If you if you close your eyes and picture the day, what do you see? Honestly, I have no clue. I know Loa's there, but that's it. That's not a bad start, in truth. But if you don't have any specific expectations, why don't you just let her do what she wants? You make it sound so easy. If I want her to have what she wants, that's exactly what I've been trying to achieve. I've been trying to pick up everything she's like on Tomodachi. Every wedding picture she's painting online, all the places she finds cool, all the fashion designers she follows. She deserves to have all that to have a special day. But every time I make a suggestion, she won't hear it. She says it's too much, too expensive, too this, too that. Is it too much? Too expensive? That's not the point. I don't want her to have a shabby wedding. Just because I'm estranged from my family, I want her to have what she wants, what she deserves. A proper princess wedding for my little kitten. You're a remarkably presumptuous young man, Mr. Hyde. Though it's alright. I know how Hyde helped Lua back in the day of 3 years ago. If he's got something to say, I want to hear it. Good, because I was going to say it, whether you like it or not. You're sitting here going on about everything Lewis should want, as if you know what's in someone else's heart. Even when you love someone, no, especially when you love someone, you should never presume to know what they need. Lua is the only one who can tell what Lua wants. But that's exactly the problem. When I ask her, she always says she doesn't know. Then give her time to figure it out. It's not going to help if you pressure her
True, true, true.
with 1,000 suggestions a minute, or if you try to force her into some sort of princess wedding just to make you feel good about yourself. But what if we take so long that we reach old age? We're still not married. If you reach old age and you're still together, married or not, I think that counts as a win. And since we're talking about taking some time, you should also use that time to figure out what you want. Otherwise, the best you get is a wedding based on your skewed idea of Lua's wedding should be. That sounds pretty sad to me. Well, it, that wasn't pleasant to hear. Bailey's. wasn't wrong. It wasn't wrong. Giving her time and figure out what I want. Hmm, sounds so simple. Should have thought of that before. I guess you're not bad at this tough love thing, are you, Hyde? Eh, perhaps I should consider career in couples counseling. That doesn't sound nearly as fun as modeling, doesn't it? Modeling is all after a while. I thought you were having a good time in LA. I was, until I wasn't. I'm moving to Seattle, in fact. I kept my contract with the agency just in case, but there aren't many modeling jobs we had here. Really? What are you gonna do then? Go back to my mafia dwarf buddies, of course. Come on, I'm only kidding. Are you sure? Well, I wouldn't go back to them. I'd go back to being chased by them. Besides, I've checked in on them, and everyone I used to find entertaining has now retired. Meanwhile, their grandkids manage the whole enterprise. It's like some kind of startup. Are we talking about the mafia, right? That's for me to know, and for you to wander about. Mr. Hyde likes to play a little. Guilty as charged. I can't help it when I see an earnest face. I have to tease it. I'll take that as a compliment. But also, what's wrong with managing things like a startup? That sounds like a pretty efficient approach to me, right? You young people, impatient in business like you're impatient in love. Efficiency isn't everything. I have all the time in the world. I don't care if things are done fast. I want them done right. Maybe you should go to a slow fashion or fine arts. If you paint with oils, that takes the proper time. Fine arts are first thing I got good at a few centuries ago. But my style isn't trendy nowadays. Too much churrosco lighting. And putting blue in skin tones isn't novel anymore. If you're insinuating that you're Rembrandt, shoo, if my mafia buddies find out, I'll be in trouble. This. You're always joking around, I. But for that, I don't. For all that, you don't sugarcoat your advice. You're a pretty good listener. I hope you also have people who listen to you. Good. We're moving here to get close to them. What was that? Nothing. I believe your phone is ringing. Ah, it's Alua. She's done with work for the day, finally. It only took her not even half an hour to finish work for some reason. In a hurry to leave, Mr. Bailey's? No, not at all. I'm looking forward to going home. And keep bickering. Nah, I don't think so. I had an epiphany just now. Must be something in the drink. I'm gonna leave the topic alone for a little while. Good elf. Enjoy your night, then. I think I will. Thanks, Mr. Hyde. Thanks, Night. Of course. Have a good night, Mr. Bailey's. Mr. Hyde? What was that about the mafia and modeling and fine arts? Are you Generally, genuinely considering a career change. Uh, all I'm considering right now is whether my car can meet. You know, old man Johnny said this place is safe, and it's a bit of a pile of junk. But it's a pile of junk with sentimental value. I sense a story. Duh, it's quite a story indeed. But I'll make it short, cause it's getting pretty late. I got this car many moons ago, back when Gala was my bodyguard. I had I had been stuck in Seattle for a while, working day in and day out. At some point, I decided I needed a proper break, but you know, Gala, he's a little bit of a stickler for the rules. There was no way I could have a night out in the middle of a big job, so not on his watch. So you slipped his watch. Ah, you know me so well, Snake. Some friend and I, we decided to get together these years to provide the ride and they provide the entertainment. I did the usual thing. I waited until Gala was sound asleep and then I let the pile of pillows on the duvet, hide shaped, of course, and I snuck out of the hotel room. There was only one problem. Gala was my chauffeur as well. He had your car keys. He had my car keys, yes, sir. And I wasn't about to poke the bear wolf. So I went to the nearest dealership and got the cheapest car I could find. I only intended to keep it for the night, you see. I'll spare you the details, but my friends and I drove to a lovely spot with a view, where the sort of action which I admit might appear ambiguous from the outside, but to me it was very enjoyable indeed. We were right in the thick of it when suddenly we heard a tap on the window. Let me guess, that was Gala, the Wolfman himself. He peers inside, and we started. He started banging on the door so hard the whole car was shaking. We all sort of freeze, and then he says, "How dare you kidnap Mister Hyde?" Opens the door and tosses my dates outside. Mister Hyde, you're not winding me up, are you? Oh, it's not. I wish. Sorry, it sends me into a fit just thinking about it. He, Princess, carried me out of the car, if you could believe that. But it's a conscientious bodyguard if I ever heard of one. Right? Truly earning his yearly bonus. I didn't even have the chance to explain the situation. At least, not until he removed my gag. Gal acted like he was angry, but in reality he was mortified. If not mortified as my date, so I had to pick out of the grass. Uh, Poor Gala. Discs like, I see where your allegiance lies. Personally, I say, for me, I never saw those lovely friends again after that fiasco, but I couldn't be angry at Gala even then. In fact, I even found his chivalry rather charming. He didn't even find my antics quite as charming, though. Of course, he had woken up and found me and was already suspecting the worst that it was before he discovered me in the strange car in the middle of nowhere in a compromising composition. I think he was truly terrified on my account, so he stepped talking to me for a few weeks, and that doesn't sound unfair. I suppose it wasn't. He also wouldn't give me my car keys back. I got stuck with this old thing you see outside, and the worst of it is, if you could believe it, I decided as a grand gesture to chauffeur him around in it. He stopped sulking real quickly after that. I suspect he wasn't a big fan of my driving. Anyhow, I decided to keep the car in the end for whatever reason it may be. My car collection has some serious turnover, but this one isn't going anywhere anytime soon. I must have replaced everything inside a dozen times over, Snake, and it's very banged up. But I guess I've grown fond of it by now. We're both a little stuck in time, this car and I. Ah, you're rather sentimental than I thought, Mr. Hyde. Sentimental? That's not what I took from that story. But I suppose you're right. Good thing it's only us here. I can possibly deny this conversation ever took place. Still, the rain has stopped, and this is my cue to go before I lose my remaining cred. I hope the car is safe and sound. So do I. And snack noodles. Yes. Nah, nothing. You have a good night. Good night, Mr. Hood. Quick check Toma Chill before the night goes. Uh, Rachel's dad found a photo album and some updates on Bailey. He likes pumpkin spice and more things that I cannot read. And a safe journey home. And with that, that is a wrap for this one, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching if you still are. Drop a comment of what you thought of the episode and anything you might like to see in the future. If you enjoyed the video, please do me a favor and hit the like button and subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the future episodes. And until the next one, Bene Vale. Goodbye, everyone.